The first thing that I do is I look at the yarns. I look at things that I like. And when I think really about the design that I make, when I had done a complete collection, the color that I choose, I had connected with something in my past.
Hello and welcome to the Foxworth Theory. I am your host, Eugenia Foxworth. Thank you for joining us. The Foxworth Theory covers the worlds of entertainment, fashion, business, and the arts. We speak with the leaders, movers, and shakers of their field on location, allowing them to tell their stories here. This week, our guest is Milagros Batista, artist, creator of knitwear and crochet designs, and CEO of the Batista Collections, which feature classic and timeless essentials that transcends trends. This segment of the Foxworth Theory is sponsored by 12-3 Productions. The film False Pretenses is now available for download, purchase, and streaming. Go to www.falsepretensesthemovie.com. For more information, our sponsor, Batista Collections, the home for fine and elegant knit fashions and designs. Go to www.batistacollections.com to see more. Milagros, welcome back to the show. You were such a great, inspiring guest the last time you were here. We had to bring you back for more real talk about yourself and your collections.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Watson, for having me here.
Now, your Dominican knitwear and crochet designs spark conversations that eclipse traditional contemporary standards. How do you stay true to your personal style?
It's very easy to stay true who you are. Finding out, first, comfortable with yourself and comfortable with what you do, and getting feedback from the people that likes your clothing. That's how I stay true to myself.
Well, I am one of those people who likes your clothing. I think this is one of the first designs that you did for me. And actually, it's one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you.
And
You don't know how much I appreciate when you found me and we met and you just fell in love with my clothing.
absolutely.
That is what made me stay true to my clothing, that people like you that like it come back. And should I say how many times have you come back and buy one and one and one? Every year, she is one of my favorite customers that really like my clothing. And no matter what I make, thinking of her, she would buy it.
Not everything. I'm only joking, Milagro. I do. She makes things for each customer. We're each different. And that's what's so special. And that's why you're back. How is it that you've never taken a designing class, yet you come up with creative ideas? one after another, that are effortlessly done and unique?
I asked that question myself, and it's very difficult when you are with designers and they tell you, oh, I went to such and such school and big time going here and going there, and I never went to a designing class. But I do remember my first designing class, the 011 class, was when I was a little girl, looking at designing books. And that was how I spent my time. Not playing, but looking at those books. And then the same thing with my knitting and crocheting. Instead of playing with a doll, just or a ball, I would play with needle and thread. And I would look at magazines. And this is at an early age in my life. That's how I feel that
I love it. It's wonderful. And also, when you create a fashion piece, is there a certain look or feel that you capture? How do you know when your design hits the mark?
The first thing that I do is I look at the yarns. I look at things that I like. And when I think really about the design that I make, when I had done a complete collection, the color that I choose, I had connected with something in my past. And then I say, oh, this is the time for me to deal with purple, with yellow, with red. And it's not only the past, the present. I connected with the red when I was really furious about things that were happening socially, and I just say, I need to take my red or my blood and put it into
your color.
Creation.
Yes, I understand that. That's what artists do. You are an artist. And you have said, all I need is a needle and thread, and I can make anything. Does this hold true with all of the fashions you've created?
That is true. That is true. I just, those needle in my hand and that thread, and I'm gonna say, I know. When I found this yarn, and I just say, no, I just can't go and make it. And I did three different designs. One is the one that you have, it's just the thread. And then I began to combine it with other yarn that, look at this one. Yours doesn't have this.
No, mine does not.
Yeah.
I'm jealous, but no, mine I still like.
Yeah. So and you begin to combine all your yarn, but I am surrounded by yarn. I have the luxury to have a space, and I just put 3 tables, and I just put all my yarn around, and I'm in the middle looking at everything. So that's how I create.
Thank you. And now we're going to take a short break, and we will be back in just a moment.
Hear that? It's the good stuff, huh, Keith?
We gonna get to the bottom of this shit tonight.
Welcome back. We are here with Milagros Batista. She is an artist and designer whose handmade crochet and knitwear from her Batista Collections are quite the rage in fashion circles, if I must say so myself. Your fashion business launched in 2014 in New York. How much of a Latin influence encompasses your collections?
The Latin influence on me is come back what I brought from my little town, Puerto Plata, the Dominican Republic. And also there's a need here to have an identity. And then I identify myself a lot with what is the Latino looks. What are those women throughout Latin Americans had done before us. And I tell you one person that I do a lot of my work around, at the beginning, my first work was a lot around Frida Kahlo's. And I made that top, square arms, and I look at those women and I like to bring it here. The women from Guatemala, my God, I made a whole collection resembling the women from Latin America. And I have people that look at them and say, oh, they identified it immediately. Some people like it and say, yes, I like to feel. But for me, that's the expression that I want to make sure that people understand, that there are people like me born in different places and the influence is here, and I like people to appreciate.
Well, I would like to say that a lot of us appreciate it, and we're not from Guatemala or the Dominican Republic, and I would never have even thought about it. I just thought unique, fashionable, I want it. And my friends say, where did you get it? Now, what are you working on currently? What is the look? And how do you manage to keep your collection fresh each time they're presented?
I think for the last 8 years, I've been working in something very similar, which I think I said it can be wear by young women to the elder that have bought from me. It's a piece for a lady of 82 years old, and she loves it. But now I am really, really working on a collection that is especially for younger crowd. And it's a mix. It's male and female can wear them. Even though the one in the past, I do a lot of skirts and a lot of, but the pieces that I'm working now is for the mix. And it's hoodie, it's hats, big hats that young men or young women can wear, and baggy pants, and balloon skirts, a lot of volume. So that's the collection that I'm working on now.
Well, I'm glad I'm young in spirit.
That's right.
Now.
And me, I wear everything I make.
Yes. As previously stated, all of your designs are either knitted or crocheted. You target adult women, which you said, all shapes and sizes, but now your intention is to reach a younger market, even Gen Zers who are in the 25-year category. And you just explained why this is important to you. And I'm glad that you explained it, because age is only a number.
That's right.
And now, as significant as it was that you stood out as a young girl at age 7 who learned the art of knitting and crocheting from an older master woman knitter, do you feel you stand out in this specific area of knitwear fashion?
I believe so. And not only I believe so, I've been told by the people in the fashion that what I'm doing, what I'm making, is not out there. And I've been told this by people that are out there and have been in the business of fashion. I had someone telling me, you have a talent that is God sent and is unique. And when someone that have been out there telling me that, I had to believe it, because I believe in that person who saw that on me.
Thank you for sharing that. Now, this concludes part 1 of our chat with Milagros Batista of Batista Collections. Please join us later this week for part 2 of our interview on the Foxworth Theory. I am Eugenia Foxworth. Thank you for watching.
Hear that? It's the good stuff, huh, Keith?
We gonna get to the bottom of this shit tonight.
Hi, this is Eugenia Foxworth. Thank you so much for tuning into the Foxworth Theory. We are celebrating going into our 3rd season. Can you believe that? We are opening our doors to sponsorships for the Foxworth Theory. For more information, go to thefoxworththeory.com or email us at pr@thefoxworththeory.com. Thank you.